Hey, field agents, FBI here. Let's get into another server analysis. This week we're covering server 1089. And what a server these guys were. It was so much action. We literally have not had anybody to fight us like this. It was probably a year and a half ago since we had a server like this. This wasn't like one big fight or like one throne war. This was constant throughout the whole weekend. They came out. I was out. Like a bunch of them was out. And it wasn't like 1-2 players. They had like 5-6 players. It looked like they were taking our throne like any time of the day. They just had, but nobody hit nobody's throne. We did that, and we both gave each other a throne truce, but we still fought without needing to do it over the throne. We just fought because hell, we wanted to fight. These guys, I was 5.4 and 4.1 negative. I did screw up one time. If y'all watched my BOC this weekend, I pulled out my T1 apartment trap and I left them on. I left my my T1 general with the flats, and they sieged me, and it hurt. But I'll get into that at the end. Right now, let's start at the beginning. Look at the locations. Here was what I thought was the main bases. Wasn't a whole lot. Y'all can pause the screen if you want to get the addresses, but we're going to go look at them one by one. First thing is VIN 576535. This obviously 250 31 350 12 350 5. This is a farm alliance, but it's good to keep because you might catch a shield drop. Alright, I'm taking it off the roster. Next up, RAC 834605. Same deal. It's just another farm alliance. Keep location, you might catch a bubble drop. LGN 555632. It is what it is, but it's there in case it's there. You'll see somebody just got done collecting their resources. Big bubble, little bubble. Alright, we're pulling it. Alright, VNM Venom and Lace. It's kind of sexy and deadly. Makes it even sexier. 715701. Alright, we're dealing with a full team. They had two major teams. This was the secondary team. They're the one that contacted us for the throne truce. They wasn't the biggest team, but this was the diplomatic team, the one that reached out. Several big players. Well, I know they had some big players. 37. I remember hitting him. I hit Guapo. And they will work with the teams work together. There's Zorro. Alright. So there you are. Somebody got the... That's not a bad title, actually. Alright. Next one. Alright, this is the big team. This was their most active player. He's not their biggest player, but he was the most active player. Pre-chart. He stayed in our server most of the time. I got his reports. I got them all to show you. That's also where I got most of my points. Cool name. This guy, when I went to rally, he was in it. Alright, let's jump to the reports. They will do the temples, and they did not honor my call for no temples on the first day. They did not honor that. They did honor the throne truce. Just to give you an idea of what to expect. But I asked for people not to mess with nothing until after the gamers, and I don't cherry pick the reports, so I'm gonna show you the good and the bad. I struck him one time solo. I just like to test everybody out, even though it's 15-5, and I'll show you his build. So yeah, I struck him, and I did not go positive on this. Actually, I lost by half. 540 to 270. We were even on the buffs. I mean, he had me by 100 on the defense, and I had him by 200 on HP. But I half debuffed him, and he 25% debuffed me. I mean, but I couldn't make up for the volume. See, he subtracted 665, where I subtracted 1148 and 1026, and he did 640. So when I went into this, his defense would have been 1800, and his HP would have been 1500. Whereas my defense would have been 2200, and my HP should have been 2200. But then you look to, I had 1,000,015s, 1.5 14s, and 2,000,013s. Going into 2.5 15s, 4 14s, and 10 13s. The volume stack does come into effect eventually. That's why it's really hard to hit big players. So let me show you the next thing. We was taking one of their temples, and they went to stop us. And one of the people at their temple, I gave a zinger to. He had some reinforcements, but I'm pretty sure they were all ground. Yeah. And this one threw in a little bit of siege, but at 250 and 250, and this one gave none. And this person, I mean, they did have some siege, but then we turn around and look at this on the bottom. Looking at a 50% beat on the bus. So the volume caved in a little bit easier. It's very important when y'all do the temples, don't go big. I had somebody on my team, they sent like, fuck, I don't know, like 100 million power or something. We're looking for 100,000 troops would be on the high side. I usually send between 1 and 30,000. But here was 7. And these, and the only reason you're not sending one troop is I'm keeping little farms from knocking me off. And a lot of times I score positive on when I send my 111s. Like this one, I didn't score positive, but I got close to it. But it keeps the farms from coming and doing it. And if you put enough on there, then they got to send enough meat to knock you off, and it gives you the opportunity to do a switch hit on them. Alright, this was another attack I did. It was a siege attack. This person had ground. Ground doesn't affect my siege. I know some people, maybe they think it does. I hit ground, I hit in the ground all the time. If I see ground on the reinforcement, it don't mean nothing. Especially if it's below the 13th. But, so yeah, we took that. Like I said, one troop. I do some one troops. I do one troop. One troop. We went back and forth on this temple for a long time. I'm gonna pause it again. Alright, here's a rally that he put together on one of our teammates. This is when we were trying to take their temple. They put together 24 million. We only had 11 mil rains. Y'all know we suck as far as rains go. I'm having a lot of second thoughts about reinforcing siege. The siege on siege, it seems like you sacrifice your siege most of the time. It was just sacrifice. The mount goes a lot further. I don't know. They get 600,000. They got 1 million. I don't know. Mine didn't cooperate with me. Ooh. Something to consider. Let's break them down. So you're fighting against them. So they did Palace, and they did Churchill. And the reason being, the rally leader did this for the extra rally size. And then Tech and Zuka. That's good. That's my combo. Tech and Saran. I don't know if that pairs, but maybe it does. Tech and Patronon. I know that works. Gunther and Melissa. That one works. But yeah, so it was well put together. And they were pretty quick on the rallies too. Somebody on my team said that they're doing the rallies in like 6-7 seconds. And my comment back to him, I said, that's normal. I said 30-40 seconds is abnormal. I said that's not normal. Alright, let me find the next. Okay, here was a trap keeper I went to hit. Now I knew going into it. Now he didn't have it 8 million or I wouldn't have done it. So I went to go hit him. I had scouted him, everything was fine. I think while I was making my adjustments is when he got 8 million reinforcements, but besides the point. So I lowered my T-15s from 1 million down to a half. I took range down. I took the 15s down, range down. I took all the values down from 7 million down to. I took 3 million troops off of it. But apparently, and this is how you can tell, I didn't take enough troops off of it because it reached his T1 mounts. If you're going to hit a T1 trap with the siege, you need to exhaust your troops before they hit the mount. So I think I would have done, if I'd have done 3 million troops or 2.5 million troops, I would have came out really positive in this. If I see the ground was effective here because of the low troops. Yeah, they actually took a lot of my troops off. Yeah, if the reinforcements wasn't here, that might have been low enough to went positive. I don't know. I still shouldn't have hit the bottom. I think 2.5 million troops is what I should have used. But we study these and learn for next time. He gave me a test hit. This was me. Alright, here was my big fuck up. Look, I had the T1 mount general on. I seen the red screen. It's been 17 servers since I got a hit. I did not want to put the shield on and fix my generals. I tried to change the generals because they scouted me. They saw I had the T1 general on. And when they seen the general on, it did test hit. And after it did test hit, they started to rally. When they started to rally, I went to switch and put my regular generals on. And this happened. They got me with no general on the wall. And that's what happens. It was utterly horrible. It dropped my attack 1300 on the siege. Well, it drops everything, but Sub-General still did 50%. I got 50% on every value. But except Mount HP and Siege HP and Siege Defense. The rest of them are 50%. But yeah, I had one person on my team come to help me, even though it was a lost cause. But this is the kind of help I get. Now, I can't say too much. She did send them T-15s or 14s. Damn it. A T-11 with no general on the wall. Alright. Moving on. So yeah, they got me good. But that was the little story behind it. But yeah, I was so excited. That was the test hit. He test hit me, and that was the general I had on there. And that was the bus they saw. See, and that inspired them to attack me. Never dreaming that they would have caught me with no general. Alright. This is me. He burned my Alliance city down. Yeah, they do that too. You know, his ground march was tough. I won the exchange, but he won the fight. I guess how you'd say it. We had equal deaths, but he had more troops. I went range on range with them. Now look at this. I'm higher buffed. I'm ground on ground. I don't know why my debus didn't work. Right. All they did is just, I had a bigger number, so that's why the number looks bigger. Yeah, so 300, 400, 300. So it's going to come down to troops. And 500,000 more troops. had 1.4 million T15s. He had 3 million. So I guess if you want to do a case study, that would make this a better March setup. Because, like I said, even with me having 400% better buffs, this March setup beats the other March setup on equal footing. If you just want to check this out. I think I'll copy that. Yeah, I got it started. Yeah. This is how you get the case studies and copy people's setups. Cause like I said, when you look at this, I should have won that. Through and through, I should have won that. Then it comes down to who had the troops in their better places. So apparently that 3 million on the top is the way to go. 3 million, 1.5, and then 1 million 13s. BOG, we'll try it out.